our conversations about diversity here in Central Florida. My guest today is Leonardo Linares. Welcome,
Hello, guys. How you doing today? Thank you for having me here.
Leo. It's been great getting to know you, and I've been working with you for several years on different things. Um, Tell us where you came from. You grew up in Colombia, right?
Yes, I fundamentally, yeah, I was born and raised in Bogota, Colombia, and basically when I turned 14, 15, when I finished high school, then my parents decided to send me here to the US.
Were they trying to get rid of you?
Well, it's more about the fact that growing up, it was sort of a violent environment, and there was, I come from a very humble background. At the time, my dad was working with some community efforts to improve the neighborhood and whatnot, and it got kind of dangerous, and then that's why it seemed safe to send me away.
What was your image of what you were coming to before you got here?
Well, I am from Bogota, which is it was considered back in the day as the South American Athens. And there are very powerful public universities in Bogota, La Universidad Nacional specifically, and Bogota has a lot of let's just say a very nationalist approach to feeling proud of being South American, being Colombian, and not necessarily kind of idolizing, uh, you know, other cultures. Definitely look them as equal, but not idolizing them. So, um, in some contexts, some people take that as a sort of anti-U.S. approach, which obviously, when you get like fervently intense about stuff, that can happen. But my expectations were very non-existent. I don't, I do have an aunt that has lived here for many, many years, and that's kind of where I went when I arrived here to the U.S. in Texas. So she always tried to be really positive, and she spoke very highly of the U.S. and everything. But honestly, I was more involved with the fact that I was living my friends and my family. So I don't know.
Well, when you got here, you started developing understandings because you didn't have much to go on. And
Yeah.
what? How did you feel like you were able to fit in or not?
Um, well, to be honest, at the beginning, my legal situation was kind of, a little difficult, and I used to work jobs, odd jobs like picking up trash and stuff like that, fixing furniture up and stuff. And I saw, I always kind of start everything with like a very positive outlook and very open to things. But I saw other, in Colombia, there's a lot of, like you were saying, like people expect, the US is, wow, everything is positive, everything is awesome, we should go there. But for me, like, I was just very neutral about it. But yeah, I had some experiences where people who saw me work in the work that I was doing, they weren't very receptive to me not, being an immigrant and stuff. So that was kind of tough. And basically, what it wound up being for me was that eventually, when I was able to get my residency and I was able to go to school, like get into college and stuff like that, that's kind of where I really started. I don't know, making a way for myself. The first 3 years, 4 years were just survival, really, and dealing with the preconceptions that other people have about who I am, or because of how I look or whatever. So yeah,
And what brought you to Orlando?
music. I mean, music has been my compass, my motivation, my reason to live. It saved my life. So basically, music. Once I was able to start writing and things like that, then I decided that I really wanted to pursue music. I first was in Miami, and I went to Valencia, to Miami Dade College for a degree in music production. And then I heard that there were really good programs in Orlando, so that's what brought me here. I heard about Full Sail, I heard about Valencia College, and then I just kind of came out here to try my luck, since something like Berkeley at the time seemed unreachable. Um, and so, yeah, that's kind of why I came to Orlando. And then, yeah, I just started playing and singing. And I've been obviously moving around several countries and several cities ever since then, but Orlando has been the base for me.
And as a musician entering into the scene here, um, how was that? Were you accepted?
Well, at the very beginning, I don't think there was a whole lot of music being played in Spanish in Orlando. Unless it was, I guess, like some sort of cultural thing. It was not, So it really became for me, sort of, again, music is my compass. So I just wanted to sing and play, and so I needed to find platforms to do so. I started with open mics. I remember once being booed off stage because I was singing Spanish, but I got over it real quick because I just wanted to sing. So eventually, I got with the crew from Fafa Records, which is the Valencia College's kind of record label they have. And then they will set up events, and I started going to school there, and then I started playing at their events, and then I started learning how to um, kind of put together a show, and then I just started doing my own shows after that. And it's been years of yeah, just kind of creating a platform for myself and others that like me might not have a chance. So, but yeah, nowadays it's a lot easier than it used to be. So I'm really grateful for that.
Do you feel at home here now?
I think that's a really wonderful question, because I sing in Spanish, and a lot of I'm alternative even in Spanish, for the people who listen to music in Spanish. So it's been a lot of learning of where my place is in the world. I've gone back and forth. I've toured through Central and South America like several times on my own with my band, and it's just always kind of trying to figure out. My music tells me, like, where do I, where is the resonance occurring, and a lot of times you feel like you don't belong anywhere. Just you belong with the people that you love, and you belong where your work and your own adventure is taking you. And I feel like life has always returned me to Orlando for whatever reason it is, and I just kind of go with the flow. I go with the music, and the music so far has always kind of made me return to Orlando. So in that sense, it is home to me. And I have found wonderful people here, including like my fiance and all of my friends, and yeah, more and more it becomes a place where I have wonderful memories, and I feel like maybe that's what home is, in that sense for me, anyways.
Is there one thing that if you had your wish would be here that isn't?
I I I don't know, maybe my personality is kind of like, um I don't like to abide too much by other things. I like to kind of just make my own way, and I feel like right now in my life I'm doing all the things I want to do. I I I definitely want to let music take me to more places and share my music with more people like I have so far. And I just wish to be able to do so, and to be healthy and strong enough to do it. But I honestly, um, maybe in reference to your previous question, I've found the means to do what I want here right now in this place and moment in time. So I don't know. My wish is just to for the people that I love to be fine, and for me to be able to continue to do what I'm doing. That's, yeah, that's about it.
Great. Well, we're delighted that you are here.
Well,
Love
thank
your
you.
attitude, and think there are lots of opportunities for you. So that's great. Thanks for talking to me today.
No, thank you for reaching out to the community. I think this is a really wonderful series, and I've seen previous interviews, and it's always just so wonderful. Like you said, and like Lori says, everyone has a story, and it's really wonderful to hear those stories because it gives us encouragement, and it shows us that we are not really that different. That we all have strong connections if we look deep enough. So, thank you so
Yep,
much, Terry, for everything you do. Thank you.
you bet. And thank you for watching this edition of Diverse Orange. Thanks.
Thank you.